Let's welcome in senior NFL writer Jonathan Jones. We're going through some of the NFC teams with the best odds to win the Super Bowl. Let's start with the Rams, and you're going to give a reason why each one of these teams can, in fact, win the Super Bowl there. So why can the Rams repeat and become the 8th franchise to ever repeat as Super Bowl winners?
Well, Amanda, you just mentioned it with the Patriots 03-04. It's really hard to repeat as champions, right? Well, I flip that on its head. I say that the Rams, not only do they know what to do in order to repeat, which teams haven't been able to figure out, they also know what not to do in order to make it to the promised land. And I think that that part is really important for them. They have the mental fortitude to not get complacent. And then they also, they made it through a much tougher NFC West last season. So now they have a much easier route to go. So I think that that's part of it. I mentioned the schedule. You look at the travel schedule. I talked to the crack research team at CBS Sports to learn that this is the first time in modern NFL history that an NFL team has played in its home stadium in 10 regular season games. We know that they have 9 because they're the NFC team. Last year, the AFC got that extra game. And then, of course, they get to play the Chargers, as you see there in Week 17. That's at the Chargers. Well, what do you know? It's also at the Rams. They get to stay on their same sideline. They get to stay in their locker room. I think that that is going to be a huge help. But then also, when you look at this schedule, they're also not traveling all of that much. They only travel about 17,000 miles this season, which is about half of the mileage they traveled back in 2018. Being a West Coast team, normally you're traveling 25, 30,000 miles. Only 17,000 miles for this team this season. Now listen, that post-Thanksgiving slate is going to be very, very difficult. We saw it earlier. We talked about the Chargers. They also have the Chiefs, and they have the Broncos, and they have Vegas, and the Pack. But listen, I think that this is a team that is very, very well situated to repeat. And then you look at it, they have the best wide receiver in the entire game in Cooper Kupp, the Triple Crown winner, the guy who had arguably the best receiving season of anyone that's ever played the position. Cooper Kupp. We're talking about the second most receptions, second most yards in a single season. We're talking about the Triple Crown. We're talking about how he got better in each playoff game, how he just powered up, and then, of course, winning the Super Bowl MVP. And now he has another year with Matthew Stafford. He has Allen Robinson opposite him to help take some of the load off and continue to take some of that load off. And so for those 3 reasons, I think that the LA Rams have a very, very good chance of repeating as Super Bowl champs for the first time since the 03-04 Patriots.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.